state of the entertainment industry. I want to take a good look at this. I have a list of names I want to go through on here and take a look at the things that these people are going through. It's the LG Experience Podcast Talk. I am Mr. LG. I want to thank you for joining me once again because I like to entertain the audience. I thank you. But before we get started, do me a favor and click that like button and click that subscribe button. Clicking the like button helps the algorithm of this show. And again, like I stated on other episodes, this is a startup. And we're going to put the work in to get the audience to grow with me. I think the most notable situation that's going on right now is P. Diddy. And I saw on the news, and I like to look up information while I'm actually live on the air. And I saw the news this morning, and it said that he's been hit with another case, but it's not concerning sexual abuse. It's something that has to do with guns and weapons and shots being fired. And it's actually a man who's filing this lawsuit. New case. I'm looking it up as we speak right now. Right now, he's being detained in Brooklyn, and I know he's having a fit out there. And I saw on the news the other day that one of his sons is taking over his Instagram page. And I guess he want to push this positive image. And I think, by me being an older guy, sort of seeing Puffy or Diddy in the public eye, growing his business. So been knowing about this guy on the outside looking in for a very long time. And he's always pushed that positive image thing. And I think he's trying to basically use his kids to push that narrative. I personally think this guy is a narcissist. That's just me personally. He just has the traits of a narcissist. And I do not believe that this guy is going to get out of this stuff he's in. I think he's seen his last days on the streets. But of course, he's going to do whatever he can to get out of there. But this latest lawsuit is involving a guy, and it has to do something with a gun. But most of his charges were lawsuits and charges have something to do with sexual abuse and things of that nature. The former rapper Shine, he also has a documentary coming out, and they showed a little clip of that this morning on the news, and he believes that he took the downfall for the shooting that happened a long time ago. And most people always thought that from the beginning. This is way back in the 90s. And he said that he isn't surprised by the bombshell allegations against the mogul. And he also stated that he believed what Diddy did to him and his family was very demonic. But that's coming out on the documentary very soon. Trying to see the network that's actually producing the documentary. Let's look it up. Shine's documentary involved in 1999. So the shooting happened in 1999. So it's the Shine story from bad boy to convict to politician. When he got out of prison, he was deported and sent back to his country. And when he went back down there, he became a politician. I mean, he looked very good. He looks very mature, and he just want to tell his story. Up to now, he's did interviews and tried to tell his story, but I guess in this documentary, he can really dive into his story. I'm still trying to see what network. If anybody know the network, leave it down in the comment section. But it's coming soon. November the 18th. The release is on November the 18th, which is very soon, so that's in 4 days. And I'm trying to see what director Marcus A. Clark. But anyway, that's Diddy. Let's move on to R. Kelly. I'm not going to dive too much into this R. Kelly thing. The one thing I will say about that is, where's the rest of the people? Why is he the only one locked up, Only thing I can think of, people bailed ship and just snitched on him and put everything on him. That's the one thing I would say about him. Because a lot of people compare P. Diddy to cases like R. Kelly and Weinstein and these type people. But why is he the only one locked up? And then you have Peter Nygard. This the fashion designer from Canada. Former Canadian fashion mogul Peter Nygard sentenced to 11 years. Disgraced fashion mogul Peter Nygard found guilty of. That's the New York Post. This been a while ago, but he got 11 years, and this guy is 82 years old. And that's what's incredible to me. Like, you can get to 70 and 80 years old and catch a serious case, like literally. Literally. I look at the TV court shows, like I'm a faithful fan of that. And there's people out there, they be catching cases and man, they be 60-some years old, 70-some years old and catch a life sentence. Literally. So this 82-year-old got 11 years in prison. Yeah. And this is all for sexual assault. Yeah. You can look this stuff up yourself. Click that subscribe button, click that like button. It's the LG Experience Podcast Talk. I got a guest coming up later on, and we're going to talk about some things that's going on in this industry. Canada's largest producer of women's apparel has been indicted on 9 counts for sex trafficking and racketeering crimes. When you get money like that, you be traveling the world and you become world renowned. You start dealing with people from around the world. So it doesn't surprise me that they will fly women in or males in, whatever this case may be. But they deal with males for sure. They even say that in Puffy's case. Who else we got on here? Young Dolph. That's another story that was heavy in the blog community. Many people covered that story. And one thing I don't do is investigative type of material, but there's blogs out there that does that. And you can check them out. Some of them do good jobs. They be really indulging in these cases, but 2 of the guys got found guilty and they still have another trial coming up with one of the co-conspirators allegedly of this case right here. But I know at least one of the guys is going to try to appeal his case. He's going to try everything in his power to get out of there, but most people will. They're proclaim their innocence to the end. But like I said, there's still another trial that has to come up soon with that, and we'll see. Takeoff case still has to come. That was another tragic event. I believe that other guy, the guy who actually allegedly did all the shooting or whatever, he's out on bond until the actual court. I believe he has a tether or something like that. But that was another tragic situation. It's another documentary on, it's called Killing Hip Hop, and it's on Tubi. I want y'all to check that out. As I like to cover trending things that's happening, and I get a lot of notifications about some of the hip hop stuff. I don't really keep up with who the latest popular rapper is at the particular time. And I said that in other videos. But yeah, Takeoff case coming up. And then Young Thug, I made a video about that. You can go back and check that out. He's out right now. A lot of stipulation that goes along with his case, and we'll see what happens with that. They basically try to make him into a regular human being, and try to take his power and notoriety and, influence some of the younger people that follows his music. And he's a trending guy, and he set a lot of trends. You got to give him that credit. I like Takeoff as an artist. I like that group, Migos. They're all solo right now. But I like some of their music. I gotta music be on my playlist when I'm chilling and just doing me. But it's a lot of information that goes into these stories. That's why I call it, what is the state of the entertainment industry? I would like to know your thoughts on that. Leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. And name some of the other cases that's going on out there. It's incredible. I said this on other videos. I believe that you can get to the point where you make all this money, you be worldwide, you travel the world, and you can become bored with that. Like literally. You can have all the money in the world and be bored as I don't know what. It's just a natural thing. It's just my personal opinion with that. You start doing extra stuff that's like extra ordinary, like the regular person wouldn't indulge in. So, just for example, P. Diddy got 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like, I don't deal with baby oil at all. Like, you're not going to see any baby oil in my house. And it's not against the law for somebody to have baby oil. But it do seem strange that you have that much baby oil. It lets you know something is going on here. Something extra is going on here. It's not normal. And you got to go through due process. And this guy is going to proclaim his innocence. And they say they have a lot of celebrities that's on these videos. And I believe it. I believe they have wild parties. They say when you party in Hollywood, it's like partying to the edge of death. At least that's what some of the celebrities say. Everybody don't like the Hollywood lifestyle, even though they work in Hollywood. And R. Kelly, he's gonna always proclaim his innocence. He's doing whatever he can to get out of there. I wouldn't have bet you he'd snitch on somebody. He will snitch on somebody for sure. It's the LG experience. Podcast talk. I like talking to the audience. I've been doing this for a long time, so I like to give my commentary. But I also like to have guests on here, and I got one coming up very soon here. We're gonna dive into some of the state of the entertainment industry. I like to keep everything kind of positive, right? On this podcast, I like to live and feel high within myself, It's just me. But one thing I do, I'm always thankful for the audience, and we're gonna grow together on this podcast. I will be having some merchandise soon. I actually already got the merchandise. I just got to get it on the site, and I will be doing the shipping myself. So you'll be able to place an order, or if you just want to give a donation to the podcast. It's all for something good. It's all for bettering the show, and I really appreciate all that. It really helps out the show. We do put a lot of work in editing, doing research, and just trying to put out good content. Let's try to keep it live like that. So. You can leave a comment down and share with your friend. Like if you click the like button, it helps the algorithm. But back to the state of the entertainment industry. What else I got on here? I want to go back to this guy, Peter Nygard. And the question is, people always say it's the black man who gets caught up in all this stuff and the white person don't get caught. Do y'all think it's still like that? Because we can clearly see this guy's not a black person, even though he's up there in Canada. But Weinstein wasn't black either. but in your opinion, do you think only rich black men go through this? And I would like to see with some of these older women getting caught up in that stuff. They be tricking off with these little young dudes or whatever. I mean, you 75 years old, you shipping young men in from other countries and all that stuff. They probably feel abused. I would like to see some of these older women getting caught up in this stuff. They be into that. At least that's my opinion. Yeah. One thing for sure, you'll see men caught up in this. And I want to see, let's go into this case. I want to see, did he bring any males in with him? Okay, Nygard charged him with forcible confinement and multiple counts of sexual assault. The rapist has been sentenced to 11 years. Okay, we got that. I wonder, was it any males? So dozens of women came forward with allegations of sex trafficking and assault that spanned a 25-year period in multiple countries. Well, I was just mentioning that just a few minutes ago. Yes, when you get like that, you start shipping them in from different countries. And that's another problem with Diddy because his stuff is accumulated over the years. That's why it seems like it's so many charges. Like as soon as you turn on TV, it's like you got a new charge or a new civil case. That's because it's spanning so many years. But it doesn't say anything about him shipping in any males. It looked like it was all women. And definitely from multiple countries. The designers accusers whom allegedly targeted because they were from economically disadvantaged backgrounds. Well, that doesn't surprise you because, they do whatever for the money. That's probably their occupation when they back in their home countries. But once you start shipping them across seas and shipping them across state, that's where the problem come in at. Yeah. But anyway, I want to get to my guest right about now. And joining me right now on Podcast Talk, it's the LG Experience. I got Keo, the player, straight out of North Memphis, representing. What it do, Keo?
What's going on with it right now?
Keo, he has aspirations about doing a podcast. Can you tell the audience about your aspirations about doing podcasting?
Yeah, man. I just want to get my opinion out there and let people know that everybody from the hood and everybody out the trap ain't ignorant to what's going on in the world. And don't glorify bullshit, even though we come from bullshit. So, that's basically what I want to do. And not be focusing on downfall of so many black people.
Okay. That's cool. So be looking for that. The state of the entertainment industry, like I've had some conversations with you about some of this, a little bit of this entertainment stuff. And considering you was thinking about having a podcast, I said, man, let's just do this, So, but the first thing I want to ask you about is Young Thug. He's out of jail right now. What do you think about artists catching RICO cases? Allegedly, how they run their labels like gangs.
Well, it's unfortunate, first of all, because when you growing up in the hood, it first started with family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your cousins and your brothers and sisters, whoever you're surrounded by, could just be your next door neighbor or friends that you come along with, the cliques or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think trying to come up from the hood like that, and you come up so fast, like, I'm not saying Young Thug had just an overnight, he was an overnight sensation, but as far as money goes, so he got money pretty quick. So, having that type of money coming straight out the hood is only going to make you a bigger person that you already are mentally versus some type of sophisticated celebrity or whatever. know what I'm saying? So I don't think they know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like divide the two yet for them to get money so quick. See, we just not getting this news and all this stuff that's coming out, even though it's been going on a couple of years. But this stuff that's been going on.
Right. Yeah. And I looked at some of he was facing a lot of charges too. And I looked at some of the stipulations, like he has to move out of Atlanta. They making him move, and he got to do speeches and go to schools and talk against gangs or whatever, be like a mentor type. And it's mandatory that goes along with his case. What do you think about him having to go to schools and speak positive to kids?
And that's cool. It's like the average thing that they give you to do though.
Right.
So I don't see no impact that that's gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Free concerts and going to speak to the kids. I mean, he can say, don't get me wrong, them telling them, look what this got me and all this, he gonna have to totally, but it to have an effect on kids. It probably don't have an effect on a lot of them, but it could reach one, but for him to have an effect, he's gonna have to totally denounce their life.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? For them kids, man, they know what's up. They know everything. They know body language. They know how you can look at a certain person a certain way, and they know what everything means these days, so you can't hide from them. So for him to have any effect in traveling and speaking, he gonna have to denounce his life. But he the reason he part of the reason why the rap game is like now as far as fashion. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. The lingo they use.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't fond of a lot of it at first, but when it been on us so long, then it's a cult following. So you don't really have to change his life, but he plan on having an impact. Yeah, for sure. Very trendy.
Now let's switch over. Takeoff, his case hasn't come up yet. That was a sad situation that happened to him, man. Did you get a chance to follow what happened with Takeoff?
Yeah, I saw it, man. That's just shit. That's some everyday shit that happened, man. Yeah. To a celebrity time.
Yeah. It's the LG experience. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all click that like button. And what do y'all think about Young Thug's case? And what do y'all think about the upcoming Takeoff case whenever that come around? Now, I want to swing it to Young Dolph. Now, this is another story that has circulated really well in the blog community. People have been speaking on it since it happened. And you sort of know some of these people, like you say, you straight out of the North. You sort of know some of the players that's around this whole thing, man. So what's your opinion when you see the PRE against CMG thing?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That right there, that shit count. That shit count, man. Touchy club. Like I told you this before, like I was there in the beginning, like.
Yeah.
I don't know Dolph or nothing like that.
Exactly.
We just know the same people then. But I was there. I know Juke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was my partner, you know what I'm saying? My nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was with him that night that he tried to sign Dolph in Dolph's first show with the club. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, this shit, right then it seemed like our love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit. That's supposed to be white, man.
Yeah. But the one question I do want to ask you about that is the guys that actually committed the hit. The trial just happened. There's people around. Everybody was talking about it. They broadcasted the case too. The guys that actually did the hit, who they consider the wannabe rapper, this is what the people in the vlog community say, and all over social media. And they went and got a junkie to actually commit this hit. What are your thoughts on the actual hit man? Without speaking on Juke and all that stuff. Because I think Govin's case still got to come up. And then we talk positivity on this, so.
Yeah, I mean, like, shit, man. I saying?
Okay.
I mean, it's a jogging because he was sprung on hills, but
Right.
when I look at a jogging, I think about a jogging like somebody sprung on crack or on their boy or some of that new shit they got out there. We ain't gonna see it over the phone, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I don't look at it like a jogging, but they was on pills that wanted some money and made a quick decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, we can get them. We know we good. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you in Memphis and you ride up and down Highway through Castile on down, whatever, you know, you more than like at least once for sure a week you gonna see dogs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? At least once a week for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, cars ain't hard to spot. You know what I'm saying? But I just think them young niggas was around him, and they wasn't around no more. And shit. They knew about whatever was going on, and they jumped on it.
Yeah.
They hopped on it. They put it out there that they can do it, and they did it without thinking. You know what I'm saying? It did happen. It did happen because this shit fucked Memphis up.
Yeah, for sure. And for people that don't know, like the geography of Memphis, can you explain to them how close Orange Mound and Castalia is?
Like down the street, literally.
Yeah.
Down the street, like over a little mini bridge, like. I'm saying like Airways and Lamar.
Right.
That's right running to each other on down to Dunn Street. Down to the other end of Airways, he runs with each other all the way to Whitehaven. Like, it's on the same street. You know what I'm saying? And if you go back the other way, you're gonna run back into the North Memphis. So it's like from Castile to Orange Mound, it's like not even 5 minutes.
Right.
From Orange Mound to North Memphis, it's like barely 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fishbowl.
Yeah. So you could be if you from the mound or something, and you riding through there, if you from Castalia or something like that, and more than likely they're gonna run into you, like, you know, just like you said. Yeah.
Somebody's easy.
Right. Yeah. Okay, man. I want to thank you for joining me on this. Anything else you want to say to the audience?
Stay down, get your money, stay out the way, man. You know, some positive shit, cause you see what this world going. If you're blind to what's going on in the media right now, you still living by that thing. Man, I feel sorry for you, man.
Yeah.
Get to know your people and God.
Right.
You can hit me up at Rich Spirit, man, on Instagram. Rich Spirit 84, Kyoto Player.
All righty. Appreciate it.